Welcome to episode 3 of the Lack Thereof podcast, DJDubC, Flemoxicillin, and we have another member of the What Do You Mean By That podcast with us tonight, Martincantdance. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm doing good, man. I have my liquid death in hand, and I'm ready to hang out with you boys.
Dude, it's great to have you with us tonight. And Flem, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, stellar opening as always. I just love how you just start off, you get right in. It's so perfect. I'm doing just fine. I don't have liquid death. I can't afford it, but I do have just some water, and it's pretty delicious. So
I have a zero sugar Coca-Cola.
Nice.
And I know why that's zero sugar. So
yeah. but anyway.
Yeah, I don't have to mention it every podcast.
He's gonna do that every podcast. But there's something I can't talk about, so I'm not going to. Anyway, Martine, how'd you tell us the backstory, man? How'd you get into streaming?
Let's see. So I was always interested in gaming since I was a kid, right? Mm-hmm. That's nothing new. I feel like most of us have, grew up with gaming and playing video games since we were kids playing the early Nintendos, the Absolutely. Xbox. But to be honest, I was never really interested in showing gameplay, showing myself play until I want to say 2016, 2017. I started streaming in 2017, but it was mostly because I was early on. I was watching streamers around that time, like 2016. That's when I made my account, I believe, on Twitch, mm-hmm. and I was watching League streamers because I was really into League back in the day, like the end of high school. Mm-hmm. And early college, and around that time, I had a couple of friends, like coworkers specifically, that would stream. I'll give him a shout out. His name is Chris Crucial on Twitch. He's an OG, is what I call him. He's been around for a while. I knew him from work. I used to work at a movie theater in town, and
hot dang.
Yeah, I knew him from there. We got along, and he showed me that he streamed and stuff, and I was like, whoa, if this guy can do it, I can do it. Mm-hmm. And so I worked with what I had at the time.
But okay. He sucks, huh?
No, he was good. He was good. But, I just wanted to, okay, if he can do it, then definitely I can do it.
Yeah, that's a better demeanor. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, my connotation, I guess. My tonation was a little bit off
if
there.
If he can do it, then I can definitely pull this off.
No, but...
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
Totally fine. Where was I? And then I did what I could at the time with this computer that I first built, and I think I tested PUBG, and I was having frame issues, lag here and there. I couldn't even shoot the gun, for God's sakes. And so I was like, okay, this needs to be upgraded. So I upgraded my computer and then tested that out. And to be honest, it was just kind of like a stress test for my computer, because I wanted to see how far I could push it, because I'm really into computers, but we'll talk about that later. Sure. Yeah, and then from there I just started streaming. Met Dana Kuhn, you know him, Ronnie.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you tell him.
Yeah.
And he made me want to continue streaming even more and more, because we grew a community together, and then branched out to further and further, meeting Decky, meeting you, Ronnie. Mm-hmm. I'm meeting you as well, Flem, and then Tim, and the list goes on. And yeah, here I am today.
Yeah.
So inspiring.
Do you have any specific bigger streamers that inspired you, or was it just your friends?
Bigger streamers that inspired me to stream? No, I would say no. To be honest, I just liked watching some of them. Mm-hmm. For example, when, I said, League of Legends. I used to watch I'm a Cutie Pie. He's the old I think he was part of Team Liquid. He was an old pro, and then he quit to pursue streaming. I watched him a lot. I watched the regular streamers, the big the big ones like Pokimane. I used to watch Shroud. I used to watch what's the other one? The other shooter guy. He's married to Lil Chipmunk.
Ninja.
Summit.
Ninja. Yes, Summit. Ninja. I used to watch Ninja too during the Fortnite era. Ninja was also a big one at the time.
So there's actually quite a bit. I mean,
I watched them, but they didn't really inspire me per se. Well, I guess.
Got you.
I guess Fortnite maybe at one time, maybe Ninja. He inspired me to get better and continue streaming that. But that was only for a short while.
That's safe to say right now because he so far hasn't landed himself in any controversies.
As of yet, yeah.
Yeah, as of yet, other than like making a really cringe New Year's Eve dance party thing.
Oh, see
That was
any
hilarious.
movement?
Yeah, I don't see any movement. Yeah, that was great. So through all that, I'm guessing then your parents named you Martine Can't Dance, or was that something that you made up before you started streaming, or did you go?
Oh, that's on my birth certificate. It is in fact
Yeah.
my first, middle, and last name.
So first name Martine, last name Dance. I like that.
And I definitely can't. But no, to tell you the truth, it was a kind of like a joke because in high school I used to be part of a dance crew. I was actually in the dance club at school, and I used to get down. All right, I used to get down. I used to pop and lock and drop.
I can
But
see it.
that was during high school, and it was kind of like the joke I made at the time, like, oh, I can't dance, and so I just kind of changed my name to
But
like
you
all my
could
socials
dance.
to. I could dance
That's
exactly.
the trick. There you go.
Yes, and so I named all my socials Martine Can't Dance, and it kind of just stuck, and even to like my gamer tags and stuff.
I have your emote on my Better TTV.
The Dumpy?
The one, the one where you're dancing.
Oh, Martine, please, right?
Yeah, please emote, yeah.
That's the one. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, is it the one you use most commonly? Where you just kind of do like a little jig.
It's the one where I'm like twirling around, like shaking my butt. Yeah.
That's good.
That was from I think one of my early streams. It was during my celebration for affiliate stream. Oh no, I think I hit 5 subs or something, and I did a Just Dance stream with some of my friends from back home, and
Nice.
we clipped that part, and kind of stuck. It used to be like my follow alert, and then I made it into an emote like after many years because I thought it'd be really funny.
Now your follow alert is it Dead Ed and Nutty one?
Yeah, it's no. I think it's
no, it's just the one where your
the disco
logo,
ball going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it has like a Legend of Zelda song. Like it's like when you open a chest.
So your passion for like wanting to be a streamer, which I'm assuming you're still streaming. I've seen it. But did it ever extend beyond streaming? Did you start off with other intentions like making content outside of the streaming world, or was that because I did a little deep dive on you trying to figure out your past, and I do know that you have left one review on Steam, and it is for PUBG, so that checks out.
I don't know if I know this.
I don't even remember that one.
I have a few things I'm going to kind of question you on. Based off of your Steam.
That means he went on your Steam. He went on your Twitter.
Oh yeah, I went everywhere. And there is another Martine Can't Dance, by the way. And I was looking through all his videos, thinking
on TikTok.
Yes.
Oh, I found. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Wait, really?
I have my thoughts about that guy.
No, really.
I'm a little upset because I know that you've gotten a cat at some point in your life, and this guy was showing a lot of videos of cats. But then I saw this homie's face, and I was like, okay, well, clearly Martine Can't Dance is a fake person. And he puts on this online persona like Trisha Paytas did back in whenever all that stuff was going on.
Okay, well, ask away. I think, well, we'll start with that TikTok guy. So first of all, I was trying to make a TikTok with my name, and I thought like, okay, Martine Can't Dance, nobody has that name. Nobody. Right. This is pretty rare. And then when I go and sign up to make the TikTok because I wanted to make content on there, and some guy had my name. And so I had to add an underscore at the beginning or the end, and that guy has never changed his name at all since. So I kind of want to DM him saying, "Hey, can you change your name?"
Here's the real insult. The biggest insult is that he has his like I don't know really how all that stuff works, but his actual username, like the tag name, if you were to at him, it's Martine Can't Dance. But he's changed his display name to Martin Can't Dance.
Oh, brother.
So, I think he took it purposely to steal it from you. He must have.
Despite me, it had to be. Maybe I pissed him off.
So then TikTok then. So my question, so like, did you branch out? Were you trying other things as well along the time, or was it all for streaming?
Yeah, initially it was just streaming, but then as I grew more and more, I really wanted to branch out for a time at least. I started doing YouTube. I was posting like highlight videos, especially like DBD and Apex, because those were like my favorite games at the time. I would say like I was pretty good at both. Nothing like stupid pro level, but like I was pretty good. I would say like to toot my own horn here. I was good. You know, I think I was like one of the better players. But
yeah. Well,
I can see that.
yeah, I could totally see that. You also had a stunt in Naraka I've seen where you felt
oh
really
yes,
proud.
that was fun. That was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that game. But you know, things change. So and then I wanted to branch out like over time. As soon as TikTok got popular, I started posting on there as well. In the shorts method, you know how TikTok is, like with like 10, 30 seconds. I heard they have like minutes now, like 10 minutes of video at a time now.
You can post like a whole movie now if you want.
That is insane. I feel like
Shrek 2 the other day on there.
the
very
amount of
nice.
the amount of Deadpool spoilers I'm seeing now, like, it's crazy.
But you've already seen it, yeah?
I've seen it, so yeah, I always
He's the
see
one
movies.
posting them too.
I always see movies opening night, so I like can actually go on TikTok without like avoiding spoilers. But yeah, it's you can watch whole movies. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I saw like one of the Dragon Ball movies when that was new, like years ago. But
wait,
the
like
live
the
action?
live action or the cartoon?
no, the cartoon.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
We all know the live action is a sin to
Slap.
mankind.
No, it slapped. It was good. The guy from Shameless was in it. He was very.
I'm pretty sure he apologized to Akira Toriyama when he passed away, saying, "I'm very sorry we made that movie."
I did see that.
I'm sure he had his fingers crossed because that is a masterpiece. That may have been my introduction into the Dragon Ball Z world. I had never really watched it until that movie came out, and I was sold right away.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry that was your introduction, man.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
That's isn't that one of your favorite animes, Martin?
One of the top, yeah, definitely for
Nice.
sure. It has to be like top 5.
Yeah,
I grew up with it and stuff, so.
I had like the VHS tapes. I grew up on it.
DVDs. I used to watch the first episode like every day.
Right?
You know the one with Raditz showing up? I would watch
Yeah.
every day, bro. Every day.
Very nice, man. Well, you so earlier going back to your emotes, what was your reaction to your Dumpy emote being removed, man? I know you had your Dumpy emote, and that was a whole big thing, dude.
Okay, hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Paint the picture for me.
All right, explain the
of what
Dumpy
it
emote
looks
to him.
like.
All right. So,
I know he's seen
Twitch.
mine,
From what it sounds like you're taking a poop.
Close. So Twitch, as you know, didn't really start with like anime emotes until like maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
When they released them, everybody was doing like, very unique new stuff. And then I think I got inspiration from like those sussy emotes where it's like those emotes where they're throwing it back, shaking their rump around, shaking their ass. And so I got inspiration and I asked one of my friends to make me one. And I don't really know how to like show it. I mean, can I like share it here somewhere? Like
Yeah. If you want to share a screen, go for it.
Or I can just, put it on one of the chats, but
Okay, yeah.
yeah, here.
Okay, Dumpy,
And then-
dump truck. This is a butt.
Yeah, this is a dump truck.
Yes.
So if you look in general chat, you'll see it right now. That's my emote. And that's one of my first anime emote, I believe.
Oh,
And
yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
It was very successful. Like it was used like at least 6,000 times within like the first 4 months it was used or it was uploaded. And then I can't remember when, but I think it was like the end of that year when I uploaded it. It was like 2022. Twitch sends me an email. I wake up and I still look at my emails and Twitch sends me an email saying, "Oh, your email has been redacted. It's been removed from our platform due to sexually explicit content."
Yep, I get it. I was just hard watching it, so
I was furious. I was furious because I've never had a successful emote like that in a long time. People would sub to me just for that emote, and then it was removed. And this was during the time when Twitch was really messing up. This was, I think, during San Diego TwitchCon when who was it? Adriana Chechik broke their tailbone at TwitchCon.
The foam pit thing.
And then earlier in the year, there was like some more beef regarding Twitch payouts. It was a bad year for Twitch, okay?
Mhm.
And it was just adding more and more, crap on the pile. And at that point, I was just like, all right, I'm I'm just done. I streamed a lot less during that time, and I was just kind of bummed out that I didn't really have like my emote. This was my emote,
Yeah.
And luckily it's
That's a
back.
huge bummer. Yeah.
But I mean, it even got banned off of Better TTV, didn't it?
Better TTV, it did, yeah.
Wow.
I think the only one that accepted it was like 7TV.
7TV will accept anything. I
Yeah,
believe at this
oh,
point.
You were effectively canceled for a while.
Yeah, basically.
That's what it sounds like. And by the way, I said it sounds like poop, and you guys said pretty much. That has nothing to do with poop.
No, not at all. But
That's the beauty.
there is a butt, so I mean,
Yeah.
there's poop comes out of butts,
I get
right?
it. No,
At least
you're
what I
right,
think.
You know what?
And
I'll change my perspective. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna get mine made. I was like, I don't want to copy Martine, but yeah, you.
I told you to.
Yeah, I
Did
know.
you show it on screen, Ronnie?
That's the
Did you
reason
show
I
it?
did it. I showed it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, just making sure.
But yeah, the fact that yours did and mine didn't was wild to me.
Yeah. And then there was other people that had like even worse emotes. Like I remember seeing like buttholes on Twitch, like on emotes where it's like a dog and like the dog has like a cross as
Very
their
hot.
butthole.
Very nice. Yes.
And I'm like, all right, how is this allowed? Or like people
I've
with
seen
like
that emote.
or like ass slapping emotes, and they were allowed. And I was like,
That
what the
too.
heck's going on?
It's literally assault.
But you said it's back now. You said so they've corrected their wrongs. So that
Yes.
I'm
So
guessing they guess there was like a big uproar.
within the past year, I believe they were like cracking down. Oh, for a while they were cracking down on like sexual content on Twitch, but then within the past year,
yours fell into the category.
yes,
That's so funny.
and then within the past year they kind of revoked that because I don't know if you've seen, but there's like a lot of more of like
Oh, it's
hot tub
great, yeah.
streamers, body painting streams. A lot more sexually. You can twerk on stream now. I think that's okay.
Yeah, literally.
And so I think
Nice.
when they lifted that rule, I kind of just uploaded it again, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. You're good."
I want to do this. I want to do a green screen stream where it's like, I don't know if you saw, but the one woman was like, she did a green screen on her butt, and everybody was watching like, the gameplay on her butt.
Yes, it had a camera angle with like a green screen on her butt, and the gameplay was on her butt, but then like the camera was like half the screen anyway of her
Oh, I
face.
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
honestly,
made
that's kind of
headlines.
genius.
That
It
made
is
headlines.
genius.
That was very
That's
good.
kind of genius. But
I should do it to my forehead. That's not a bad idea.
that's actually not a bad idea. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. They'll make that a redeemable. that'll be nice.
That is pretty creative. I did want to say, Flem, you are probably one of the most creative people I've ever like met on Twitch.
So true.
Like
Thank
after
you.
even after your hiatus, like I don't think anybody has topped you in a while. From like somebody I know personally,
Yeah,
and,
I get it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, creativity doesn't translate all the time to everybody, though. Even myself, because I spent so much time making these dumb little things that by like the 8th watch, I'm annoyed with myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? This is so cringy. But it's okay. It works.
I saw you added a new video to your stream. It's like did you finally added like a raid message, or you said you wanted to add like a little raid video. And you
Oh
finally did
yeah,
that.
but no, that was a work in. I think I showed it on stream, but I don't like it. It doesn't really match the theme, so I
What?
got to add
Dude,
more to it. I got to fix it up a little
Martine,
bit.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like a video, and it's
I
like
have not.
it's 3 of him. And
Oh no,
he's like-
that's just another break video. That's another break. But yeah, I did show that.
I've seen it when you would raid people. Well, people would raid you. I mean, but
Yeah.
he's like doing a workout. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
because I'm like a freaking circus show. I'm a salesman. Like as soon as someone pops in, I'm like, I have to show them these videos right away, or they're gonna leave. So I'll just
Right.
put whatever I have there.
You're on level. You're on the letter F, right?
Yeah,
For this week?
start. Yeah, letter F starts. And for anybody that doesn't know, I'm doing like this alphabet gaming challenge thing that I just made up myself. But every week is another letter. The game basically, and we're all the way up to F. So I'll be playing Fatal Frame, the original.
Frame.
Oh, the horror game, right?
Oh yeah, I've never played it personally, but when I was growing up, I had cousins playing it, and I actually did have a trauma. So we'll just see how that goes.
Oh, right on.
I hope it translates, or I hope it feels still scary and not weird. But
Yeah.
If he doesn't complete the, what is it, like 4 days, you have to like do a punishment.
Yeah, punishment, but it hasn't happened yet, thank God. But we're
Interesting.
thinking piercings, which I would never normally do. Maybe tattoo, which I'm not going to do.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll just do something very, very dangerous. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do that forehead stream. I don't know. Maybe
What'd you do for E? I'm just curious.
It was a game called Evil West.
Oh no, I did tune into that for a little bit. I was like lurking. I think I was watching you play that.
Not the worst game in the world. I thought it was all right. It was cool.
Right.
It's interesting because I've went a long time. I kind of lost touch with gaming for a long time, playing video games. And I'm sure you guys probably. I don't think Ronnie has gone through this because he plays every game known to man. But, but maybe I was stuck in the whole PvP online world for so long, playing games like that and not beating games. So it was kind of interesting. Now I'm just playing solo. I need to see credits in order to move on to the next game.
Oh, for sure.
Interesting. Thank God you didn't play Elden Ring. Holy sh! Like that would
I
take
thought
forever.
that would take me too long.
Yeah.
But I guess while we're on this gaming conversation, Martine, first of all, I did watch your guys' podcast this past week.
Oh, right on.
You guys, I found out you guys are true gamers. You guys do love video games. You talked about a lot of video games. Even at the end of it, you mentioned how this was just a video game podcast.
Yeah.
And this is the same question we asked one of your co-hosts, but what, other than League of Legends, from your childhood, was there a game that really, really stuck with you that if you were to gain access to it today, it would be something that you would be happy to play?
Let me look back then. I think one game.
And rented a game. What game did you rent?
Are you guys familiar with the game Mario Paint?
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't played it, but I know of it.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
I think that's like my earliest memory of playing video games. I was like 4 years old, 5 years old, maybe. I was like on my mom's bed. She had like the only TV in the house. Had the SNES connected to it, and I was playing on the little mouse on the bed, playing Mario Paint, just messing around with the musical score mode, where he just plays the same goddamn song all the time, and you can change it like different tune like sounds, right? Like a Yoshi would be like a high pitched noise, a mushroom would make like a ding, and then like a coin would do the same thing but like a higher pitch. You know, it was like a musical score composing mode in the game. And I remember like very vividly just that being like my earliest memory of gaming, and I would love to play that today, to be honest. Like if I had like the SNES behind me and like playing that, I would make a song, out of it,
All right, we gotta make it happen then.
Did it have like a record feature? Did it have like?
It had a recording feature, yeah.
You could play back what you've created. That's awesome.
Exactly, yeah. It was really cool. It was honestly kind of far ahead for its time, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I've never played it. I've seen I think I get lost watching like nostalgia videos sometimes. That is always on there. Yeah, but
yeah.
So we have our first music producer on the show. Let's go.
That's you, man.
Not our first guest.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay. Good.
Even though like I just made like nonsense as a kid, I just put like random notes here and there.
You made your first like diss track against Bowser.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You made the first Bowser diss track.
Yeah, but no, definitely that would be like one of the games I would play today and be like, I love the nostalgia feeling. I'm with you there, Flem. Like nostalgia is very nice to me. Like it's very important. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure like what if you research, but I'm also into like retro collection, like retro collecting, retro game stuff.
I did see stuff along the lines of that, but you've had Twitter a little bit longer than a lot of people, so I couldn't.
Right.
There's a lot to go through.
Yes. But yeah, you did have you do have a hobby of like building Game Boys and everything. How did that come about?
He's a keyboard enthusiast.
He also built keyboards. So like
on Reddit, he posts his first build and like. I can't remember when.
With keyboards, I think that was like a hobby that started with COVID because I was like, I need to do something, and so I built keyboards
really
from scratch.
I thought that was super cool.
It is very cool. It's a lot of fun. It's just very expensive.
I bet
that's like the only issue. But to go back on the games.
People paid you though.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
okay,
When I built it
cool.
for them, yeah.
Good.
They paid.
But yeah, back on the games. Go ahead.
What was it? Oh yeah. What got me into collecting them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was sometime last year. I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we were just discussing like older games, like what was like the earliest game she played, and then she mentioned like Mario Galaxy on the Wii, and so I was like, I love that
How
game.
old is she?
She's I don't know, like at the time she was like 22 or something.
Okay, I think I was an
Yeah.
adult when that came out.
What was it? And then I think I got around looking for it. I think I emulated it on my computer, and then I was like, man, this doesn't feel like the old, the real thing. And so I looked around the marketplaces and was like, oh, there's a Wii down, like there's like a Wii shop. There's like a retro game shop like down the road. Let's go pick up a Wii. And so we picked one up and we played it. And I was like, yo, I remember like, when I first got the game as a kid, and those memories like just rushing back into my head, and the young joy I had as a kid like all coming back to me. And then I just kind of rode that high for a while. And I started collecting like different things like Game Boys, Game Cubes. I have a PS1, a PS2 right now. What else do I have? I have a bunch of DSs. I have like 12 of those. But it was also because of my what's the word? My hobby with repairing stuff. I'm also into like repairing and fixing things, and then I like to buy old beat up Game Boys and fixing them, making them brand new. And
cool.
I flipped a couple of them, but I like to keep what I made.
You should put that'd be good content for like TikTok and stuff like that.
I agree, and
you streamed it. You have streamed it before though, like
I have streamed a couple of them. Not a lot. It was just during this time where I was like on hiatus on streaming for a while, and I'm still kind of am, but I want to get back into it. I literally today, like, I was actually working on a GameCube. You can't really see it on camera, but I have a little other like mini desk over there where I just work on repairs and old consoles and stuff, like things I want to fix.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a GameCube right now, and I got it working right before the podcast.
Nice.
And
awesome.
So yeah, that's good to go.
Maybe I can send you some of our stuff because we collect as well, but we don't ever repair. So we just have a bunch of broken things.
Yeah, can you fix my Xbox?
Absolutely, yeah. Send it my way. I'd love to. It's honestly a lot of fun.
So like my Xbox, I could turn it on. It'll run and everything, but it's just a black screen. I don't know why. You just can't see anything.
Is it like the original Xbox or
no? It's a new one.
Oh, the new Xbox Series X?
Yes, it's the
Series X is messed up?
Okay, yes, you should just get, I think they call that a refund. I think that's what it's called.
Well, I think it's called warranty, bud.
Yeah.
I've been doing Game Pass, so luckily I had that. But
did you have like a heated gamer moment where you threw it? Why did this happen?
I don't know what happened. Maybe my capture card did something to it. I don't know, but it just doesn't work anymore.
The HDMIs on those go out pretty frequently, so it might just be the HDMI port itself.
Okay.
But yeah, I can fix that. It's no big deal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
if you ever really want,
you send it from Delaware.
Send it to your way.
Yeah, you send it from Delaware to California. He'll fix it, then he'll send it back.
It'll be content,
I want you to stream it.
Yeah, I would stream it. Like I definitely if people want me to like stream their repairs, I'll do it. Like I don't mind.
That's awesome.
I don't know how big that community is, but I feel like that is something that would really be interesting to watch. I mean, I'm sure that there's already a market for people repairing stuff on Twitch.
Yeah. People are definitely interested in that kind of thing. It's just kind of like the keyboards where like you're working on something with your hands and you're just showing it to the world. It's very similar. And the keyboard scene was very big, especially during COVID time. I don't know how it is now. I haven't really kept up, but yeah, it's definitely like an interesting market,
For sure. So, what would you say, going back to games, what would be your top 5 games? In no order. You don't have to do it in order. Just your top 5 games.
Top 5.
He's avoiding controversy. I say do it in order. I mean, just
if you want to do it, if you know the order, go for it.
Yeah, if it's too hard, just throw some. Do a blanket, or do you want me to name them for you? Because I did, like I said, I did the deep dive. I know a few games that you've played.
Actually, yeah, go ahead. I'm interested.
Well, you have like 280 hours on PUBG.
Oh, he went that
Like,
deep.
I do have.
I believe.
There's something I have a lot more hours in. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. Well, you also, I know you're big into League of Legends. Obviously, you've kind of opened with that. Dead by Daylight, of course, which we'll address some controversy there in a couple minutes. I've seen some people. I'm sure this goes through your head every day, but people have commented on your Steam page.
Oh, dude, we'll talk about that. You want to talk about that now? I'm down to talk about that now.
Oh yeah. I want you to address the allegations.
So
I would like for you to, don't mention Hunt Showdown.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a Hunt Showdown. That was a comment from some kid in the lobby that got really upset that I killed
I think
him.
I may have screenshotted the comment. Let me see if I can find it.
It was, you don't know how high my ego was that day. Like, I was so happy.
Oh my god!
I was so happy when that guy commented that day. I was like, "Oh my god, this guy called me a cheater."
Oh yeah, he just wrote, "Why do you use cheats?"
Yeah.
I don't see, that one doesn't say what it's in reference to. So that was in reference to Dead by Daylight, or is that in reference to
the most recent one? Well, I think he just says like cheater, doesn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah, that one, yes. But the one underneath that is the one that that I liked the most. And you know, there's actually this cool feature in Hunt Showdown where you can leave one building. Hope it was worth the 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it's because I was just stuck in a building with people on both sides. I had nowhere to go, so I'm just gonna sit here until they push me. Because there's no time limit. Well, there's like a really long time limit, so I'm just kind of waiting them out, like waiting for them to get bored, because that's what happens. People get bored when they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And I got bored too. I wanted to peek out, but like I was already winning at the time. I had the bounty, so I had to stand my ground. I couldn't move. I couldn't go outside. I'll die.
Anytime we've ever played that, I'm terrified. So I get staying still. I'm so scared.
That game is really fun, but no, that was because of Hunt Showdown. That was really
yeah, but I don't think that's in your top 5. I think that may have just been a one-off, huh? So what have we said so far? DBD,
we
PUBG.
said DBD, PUBG.
Well, I know Apex. I know you really love Apex.
Yeah.
You mentioned that on your podcast last week, which, I mean, I'm sure you've already mentioned it, right, Ronnie? But their podcast was at the, what do you mean by that? _.
Yep.
What do you mean by that _?
Yeah.
Because what do you mean by that was taken, apparently.
Yeah, you just have a series of your things being taken.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, those games are not in my top 5.
Oh, they're not.
I'll tell you that right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a lot of hours on them.
I know Dead by Daylight is no longer in your top 5.
No longer.
It used to be.
Yes.
Ronnie, let me bring up one more thing then. Hold on.
Sure.
Is it because is the reason why Dead by Daylight is on there because you said Pookie Bear wrote on July 8th, 2019, I have to comment on your profile that you're a mean killer and you're stupid because that's what you got. Because that's what I got on my profile now for being a killer main.
I know who that is.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I know who that is.
I was wondering about that one.
It's one of the earliest people I met on Twitch, I believe. I think on Twitch his name is Squishy Fishy. He's like a VTuber now. He does I don't know what he plays. I think he plays Final Fantasy.
Okay.
But no, he played DBD for a while and he played a lot of killer. And I think as a joke, he knew I played a lot too. But I think as a joke, he commented that, saying like, "Oh, since you played killer, you played DBD, that means you played killer, and that means you're a toxic killer main." Ha ha ha! As a joke.
I love it. That's good.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny.
I kind of figured that one was a little bit of an inside thing. I think if you go on mine, someone calls me like gay or something like that in my comments, and that's from someone that I knew. It wouldn't happen otherwise. So.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody comment on like my Steam page or anything, but I've had like stream snipers that were killers where I'd like talk I'd talk bad about them, and then they come into my stream and they'd be like, "What you say about me?" Or they'll like or they'll come in and be like, "Hello, good sir, I'm your killer for this evening." I'm like, "Oh, great.
Yeah,
well, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead."
Yeah, it's over.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you're a streamer, you're the first one tunneled out.
For sure.
Definitely. I remember playing. So I started playing Dead by Daylight. I think that's the one thing that all three of us have in common. We played a lot of Dead by Daylight. On I think it was X. I started computer, but I played most on Xbox for a long time. But the best part about that was whenever someone was mad or salty, they'd send you a voice message.
Oh.
Have you ever experienced it? I think I have some saved on my Xbox. But yeah, you'd get a really stern talking to from people whenever you. A lot of curse words.
I would a lot on Xbox 360 back in the day. Back in COD, Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a lot of those.
I got them on Grand Theft Auto 5.
What?
Why? What are you doing on that?
But they get like really mad at me to the point where they tell me to like jump on another game. Like they told me to 1v1 on Rust. I'm like, what? Oh,
Okay,
man.
but did you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer.
Didn't step up to the plate.
Honestly.
No.
You had a really good opportunity there to, I think they call it poning with a P in front.
No, I should have though. That was great. Good old Xbox messaging days. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's great. So would you say that you left behind Dead by Daylight? Like
I would
your
say
podcast, the Left Behind
yes.
podcast?
The Left Behind. Yeah, I would say yes. But
You
there
make a
is that
return
new
every once in a
2v8
while.
mode
Yeah.
that I'm interested in, and I kind of want to create a lobby, and I got some okays from some people, so I kind of want to set that up. I think that'd be kind of fun.
That's the 2v8 thing? Is that permanent feature now, or is that just for fun?
It's till August 8th.
Yeah, so I have to figure out a day where 8 people are, not busy on one day. It's gonna be kind of hard, but I think I can do it before the 8th.
I'll be there if I get the invite.
Yes, you're definitely invited, Ronnie.
For sure.
Invited.
Dude, the killer queues are terrible though. I don't know if you tried.
Yeah, it looks like it, man.
I streamed it 2 days ago, and I had to throw on YouTube videos just to not bore people.
He's watching full movies in between.
That's right. I was lurking, and I'm like, wow, he's really watching YouTube videos. He's watching Jason Ween.
Yeah, no, I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch the newest Pokemon video. Let's go. And that video actually lasted the whole stream, luckily. So.
Really?
It was like a 2-hour video.
Oh my god! You had to watch a 2-hour video between queues?
I didn't finish it, but it got towards the end pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Actually, pretty efficient. That's actually pretty great.
Because I'm doing the event page, so I did all the Survivor ones one day, and then I wanted the dedicated day to doing killer challenges, and that's a whole stream right there. So like,
God, dude.
I think I did a 3-hour stream. Yeah.
I remember Dead by Daylight's they've always had that issue with queuing. I remember a long time ago. I mean, I used to play me, my wife, and friends, whatever. It'd be 3 of us or 4 of us. Even when we had a full team of 4, we'd all have to like ready up, and we'd wait like 5 minutes. Nothing would happen. So we'd all unready, and then do on a count of 3, do it again. We just had like this weird science we made up in our head that'll make it work, and sometimes it did. But they've seemed to have always had these issues with queuing.
Yeah, especially killer. I know Flem, you're a killer main. Martine,
yeah.
Would I say you're a killer main, or are you more a survivor?
I would say more survivor.
Okay, yeah, that's what I am.
Well, after that comment, that's why he switched.
I did. Okay, the reason why I started playing Dead by Daylight though was because of the killer aspect. To tell you the truth, I used to
different.
Yeah, I used to I think who got me into it was Kami maybe. He asked me to play it with him on PlayStation 4 because I had a PlayStation at the time, and I was like, yeah, sure, you know what, for you, bud, I'll try it. And I was not a fan. I did not like it from the rip. And then I think later on, DVD had a sale on Steam, and I was like, you know what, it's on Steam now, might as well try it out, give it a shot. And I did, and I had it for on my Steam account for like 1.5 years or 2 years. I never touched it, and I finally did because I think Dana and Kami were playing together, and I was like, you know what, I'll give this game another shot. And I played Killer on my own, and I was like, oh, I like this feeling of like just killing 4 people in game.
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, I see why. I see why people like this game.
Have you ever just like said screw it and just tunneled people?
Oh yeah, many times. Yeah, that was like honestly, like as toxic as it is, it's probably one of the most fun things to do. Like, just get people out of the game. Like you're going back to the lobby, kid. Especially when they piss you off.
Well, what happens in 2v8? I'll tell you that. If you go against a hillbilly, he's gonna tunnel you.
Oh yeah, really?
Yes. Oh my god, I had so much trouble with hillbillies.
I love playing against hillbillies. It's just so fun to dodge them. But
If
you know, a
can
good
dodge them.
hillbilly is really hard. Yeah, a good hillbilly is really hard to beat. But
yeah.
no, yeah, that was the reason why I got into it. And then I played more Survivor because I was like, okay, I want to get better at Killer. Let me get into like inside of the Survivor's head, like how to, you know, get good at a Survivor, so I can understand like when I'm playing Killer in situations where it's like a 50-50, what do I do? Like, what would I do in the situation as a Survivor? So I played a lot of Survivor and I played a lot of Killer, but then I started leaning towards more Survivor because it became a lot more fun. I started like winning 50-50s more often as Survivor, and so I just kept, you know, doing that. And yeah, I would say I'm a Survivor main in that aspect.
Yeah, I went to your training school.
Yes, you did. I had a training school for a while.
Yeah, he used to train people to play
Oh,
Dead by Daylight.
I actually think I remember that when you were attending this.
Yeah, people attended my what I call it, School of Breaking Ankles.
Yeah,
I do remember. That was like right around when I first met you guys.
Yeah,
well, I met Ronnie, but that was right around. I think that Ronnie, you actually invited me to it, and I didn't go.
I might have.
I remember that. That was my first. And by the way, that's a pretty not knowing who you were at the time. Hearing that you coach, I was like, this guy must be fantastic.
He must be crazy good.
Yeah. And
or
it's
this guy
also
must be
time
crazy.
that you were also doing, and we talked about this with Decky, but you were doing the SCP Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you guys like.
Yeah, is that where you?
That's where we officially met.
Is that one of your top 5? Is that still there? Are we?
No, we're not there yet.
Top 5.
That was a very fun time though. Like those SCP Sundays were like one of my fondest memories on Twitch.
I don't even know what it stands for. What is that? I don't know. Containment.
Security containment protocol or something?
Is that what it is? Okay.
I think so, something like that. But no, yeah, that was when we first met, right, Flem? I think it was.
That was my first introduction to that genre of game and to you guys.
Yeah,
really right around the same time.
Yeah, it was kind of rough because I didn't know at the time that you were PG, and we threw a lot of words out there.
I said I had a hard on earlier. I'm not PG. I don't know how to do it. I just
on your stream you never
curses. He says alternate curses.
Yeah, I've got a whole series. I got a whole list.
Okay, PG-13, I guess.
Yeah, you know what we'll do. How about just rated T? Let's just do T.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Rated T.
Yeah. Sexual content themes sometimes.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad because I'm like, oh, this guy never cussed, and we were just throwing the F-bomb, the S-bomb, everything in that game.
I liked it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, you never shut up after that one, so I mean, you really. No, but no, it was great to have you and you know, all the other people there. It was the more people in that game, the better, because it creates a lot more chaos.
There was a lot of people in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even now I still don't understand it. I didn't understand it the whole time I played, and I tried to think back of the goal or the objective. Everything was just running into people I didn't know, and you guys just telling me where to go in that moment.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
I did have fun.
Yeah, got to meet a lot of new faces, a lot of friends, and that's why I liked it. You know, like you could have like your own little storyline here on this side of the map, but on the other opposite side of the map, you have like a group of people that have never met each other ever, like gearing up to go, you know, fight a monster or kill the other, you know, people trying to escape or whatever, you know, whatever's going on. It's like a whole another narrative, and that's what I really liked about the game. You know, just different narratives everywhere.
I loved playing it, but I think I loved more spectating people that were trying to like learn how to play the game and everything.
That was hilarious. Yeah. Just trying to like just see people like the noobs that don't know what's going on.
And there's nothing you can do because you're just watching and you can't like talk to them or anything.
Yeah.
And like, how big could the lobbies get? Because they get pretty big, don't they?
Yeah, they can get pretty big. I think the normal size is around 20 to 25 players, but anything past that, it becomes a bit difficult to maintain server-wise. It starts glitching and stuff. So
it felt
that's like the
everyone
number
I
you
ran
keep on.
in, yeah. I feel like everyone I ran into was also their first time. Like everyone
Yeah.
seemed confused. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the goal. To have a bunch of new players not know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it was definitely me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think Ronnie, you're the one that extended the invite to me originally, and I was trying to
Mhm.
like run with you every time we would go somewhere. But I think I would die just on. There's like this one. I guess it's just a small jumping puzzle. You have to jump over like an electric current or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember
It's
that
just
one.
it's not possible to do. I think I just you can't do it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you're not doing SCP anymore, but you are doing a Minecraft server every once in a while. So
Yeah,
you
so the
hosted
Minecraft
SCP and now
server-
it's Minecraft.
Yeah, the Minecraft server is like a yearly thing. I like to create a server for at least like a couple months, a month or two,
Mhm.
where my community can join. If people are interested, then more than welcome. As long as you're part of the community, you've been here for a while. I don't like bringing brand new people because obviously I don't trust them. I
Yeah,
don't trust them with like messing with
Completely
people's stuff or
understandable.
whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do that every year. I think we're closing it up pretty soon. We haven't played in a while. But next year we'll do another one. It's usually like every summer.
So do you
Oh.
do a server like or do you like a realm? I don't know how that works with that.
They're similar. So a realm is kind of just like Microsoft's like own servers,
Right.
and
Okay.
I like to do modded Minecraft, so it's like a
That's
lot
all
more
Java
stuff
then.
included. Yeah, it'd be all Java,
Gotcha,
and you
yeah.
can go on these hosting websites where they they have a computer there for you, and you just play it on their servers and stuff.
Oh, really? I
And
didn't know that.
yeah,
That's cool.
and the more complex the mod is, the more expensive the server you need. So I try to what's the word? I guess kind of what's the word
Cater.
I'm looking for? Starts with a C.
Cater?
Cater. Yeah, cater to like both not spending too much and also like
Yeah.
make it fun for like the individual playing on the server and stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. I've actually ironically I played Minecraft like all day today. So
Oh, right on.
Really?
Yeah. My son's getting into it and
Oh, heck
it's
yeah.
it's really interesting though because we've never played modded anything. We have it all on Xboxes and in the Switch. I don't know if you've ever played any games on the Nintendo Switch. It's the worst system that's ever been built. 90% of the time, Lincoln, my son, he's trying to walk in a direction, and the area just has not loaded in yet. It's just
Oh my
invisible.
gosh.
Yeah, it's just nothing works. But anyway, it is cross-platform that way,
Mhm.
so it's really cool. But anyway, we've been playing that, and I'm getting back into it after taking a break, and it's fantastic. I forgot
Mhm.
how it's weird because it came out a lot later in my life, but I feel nostalgia for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Martin, you were trying forever to get me in the server, and I finally joined.
Yeah, it took you forever to get in, and because I wanted you to get in sooner because the way Minecraft works for a lot of us is like you grind for 2 weeks and then you stop playing.
I get it.
That's usually how it goes. And I wanted you to get in before the 2 weeks was over.
Don't
Ronnie
worry.
gets there on day 13.
Don't worry. The next time I got you. I got hooked in the Elden Ring. Like,
Yeah, you got hooked into. That's fine. That's totally fine. It was honestly bad timing because everybody was into Elden Ring at the time,
yeah.
and I was like, ah, crap, everybody's gonna be playing that or this or this. Everything was coming out around this time, so.
I will say, watching the instruction video from Puma was hilarious.
Oh,
It
Puma
sounded
makes
just
the funniest videos.
it
Dude.
sounded just like an actual like YouTube tutorial video, like the background music and everything.
That was the goal. I think it's like some like YouTube tutorial, like basic music in the
Was
background.
this a tutorial for joining the server, or what?
Yeah,
this?
basically,
Yeah.
basically.
What do you click a button? What is it? Or is it more
Because there was-
complicated than that?
It's because we added a separate mod in there to do voice chat in game.
These do get they get
Yeah.
confusing.
The mod pack is pretty simple itself. You just click install, but then like we wanted to add one more mod. It was like a voice chat mod. If you wanted to use it, you didn't have to, but like it's an instruction video on how to like install it if you wanted to.
Mhm.
And because I like to chat with my people who are playing with me. We'll talk in game, so that way it's easier. We don't have to type in that chat.
Is it proximity or is it like
Proximity,
push
yeah.
button? Oh, that's fun. That's
Yeah,
always
voice over
makes the game
IP.
so fun.
That's
I knew-
it's fun like that.
That's the makes the games the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Martin was hooked on it when he would do streams for like 14 hours, just Minecraft.
Dang.
That's usually how it goes.
I would be like, all right, I'm watching him, and then all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, he's still on. All right, I'm working. All right, I'm off work. Oh, he's still on. Okay.
Yeah, that's when I start. When I'm playing Minecraft, I'm gonna be there a while.
For sure.
Did you stream it the other day, or was that someone else in that circle? I feel like I watched. But did Decky play it the other day? Maybe.
Minecraft? No, he was playing Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I know. So Ron is playing Fortnite last night.
Yeah, I was gonna join, but I was working.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Yeah,
playing that reload mode with randoms is kind of difficult.
Yeah, I told you would hate it.
I know I did.
You're just living off the hype of Deadpool. I noticed that you were full garb, full
Deadpooled out
the whole stream.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to buy the Wolverine skin because everybody always like growing up. Everybody always says I resemble Wolverine because like my hair would be growing out and I'd spike it up. So I'm actually gonna cosplay Wolverine this year. So he's gonna be my Halloween thing. And when the game comes out, I'm gonna, because they're doing a Wolverine game, I'm gonna wear the cosplay again and wear it the entire time I'm playing the game. So even if it's separate streams or like one full stream, I'm gonna wear the cosplay.
That's good. You should start like auctioning off your time, just because I would watch that. I'd pay to watch that.
But yeah, I actually ordered the cosplay. I still got to get a few other things, but it's on the way.
I actually haven't dressed up as an adult for Halloween, and I really want to. I'm like missing out, but I don't know what to dress up as. Ronnie, you have a suggestion for me?
I thought you meant like as an adult. I thought you only dressed up as children.
Here's
I don't know why.
I dressed up as a child for Halloween.
He said I've never dressed up as an adult.
I do think you should do a special Halloween. What do you mean by that episode? You should.
We did last year, but we didn't all dress up. It was just like Decky, I think. But no, we should plan better this year.
I remember you did Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, the three of you have a podcast together, and you guys said we're going to do a Halloween episode, and you guys only made one guy got dressed up. You guys didn't help him.
That's actually funny.
That's messed up.
I remember it was
pretty messed up. I felt bad. I was like, oh crap, I didn't have anything prepared because I totally forgot like Halloween was happening. I think it was. What was going on during the time?
It's just that same day every year, so yeah, I you can miss it.
It's on a
I wasn't
as this year.
Excited for it. Oh yeah, it's on a Thursday this year, and then next year it's on a Friday. I know that much because I talked about it on the podcast that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, suggestion. I don't know, man. Just something that you love, like a character, anime, movie, game. I don't know. Something that's to your heart.
Yeah, maybe something from Dragon Ball Z. There you go. You can do.
I'm gonna be Majin Buu.
What made you think of that?
Do that.
I wonder if something that you looked at made you think of that.
No.
I wonder if that just came off the top of your head.
I forgot that was there.
Or if it was just in your face. I'm gonna be a cup of hot sauce.
No, but no, yeah, that'd be probably Dragon Ball. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, to go back on like my top 5 games. I'll go over them.
Yeah.
One of my definitely top 5 was Undertale. Have you guys ever heard of that? Ever played it?
I've heard of it, never played it.
I've heard of it. I've chosen not to play it purposely because I know one day I probably will. But you can spoil it. It's fine.
Oh, I'm not gonna necessarily spoil it, but it's definitely like one of the games that had like the most effect on me because of the story and like the storytelling and the characters, the dialogue, everything included in the game was just spectacular, spot on. It was like one of the earliest games I streamed too, and it's made me cry like a couple times because of the story, like how beautiful it is. But yeah, it's definitely on the top 5. I can't really say which Legend of Zelda game is my favorite because I love the entire franchise. But if I were to pick one,
4 Swords.
No. That is a fun one, but though it's probably got to be it's probably going to be Majora's Mask because I can't if I were to pick between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, it'd be Majora's Mask.
Very nice.
Just because of the mask aspect, it was so cool, it's so different.
Yeah.
And then after those, it would probably be like Pokemon, and I think it would go with Pokemon Heart Gold for the Nintendo DS.
Oh, nice.
Heart Gold? I didn't even know that was
Heart
existing.
Gold. It's like a remake of Gold.
Remaster. Yeah, I loved Gold.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I knew they remade it. I didn't know it was called Heart. Was it Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
Soul Silver. Fantastic remakes. They have a lot of post game content as well, and it's a lot of fun. I put a lot of hours into that game because at the time I was really into competitive Pokemon. It was like in middle school, and I was like learning how to, create teams and stuff, and it was really cool. So it was definitely 3 out of the 5. The other 2, I'm not really sure, to be honest. If I had more time to think about it, like I could give you an answer.
Sure, for sure. But you got a top 3 so far.
Yeah, top 3 is probably better anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those games, I would definitely tattoo something on my body. I don't have any tattoos, unfortunately, but I would definitely get a tattoo.
Well, you said it here, so we'll make sure that happens.
I know you talked about it before. Is that ever gonna happen? Is it?
I do want to get tattoos. I have ideas.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I do want to do like anime themed ones. I do want to do those video game ones. Those video games, for example, I want them tattooed on my body, like something of the sort, like maybe like the Triforce on my chest or something.
Sick.
That would be cool.
I know Pokemon. I had this idea for the longest time. I don't think I've said it anywhere.
Hold on, exclusive. Come on.
It's exclusive, yeah. This is exclusive. This is my idea.
Okay.
So, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Pokemon, but have you guys ever heard of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. The symbols, Omega and then Alpha on the actual bodies of those Pokemon, like Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. If you look at the symbols, they're like
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza is like a delta symbol, it's like a circle and like a line.
Okay, I don't remember that one, but I know the other 2.
Yeah. And then Groudon's is like, I think it's a circle and then 2, and then Kyogre's is 3. I want to get those tattooed on my shoulder, and my back, and then have them connected somehow.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Those like symbols. I think that'd be really cool.
Make sure it's clear that it's Pokemon, otherwise people are gonna think you're part of a frat.
I'll do the colors for them too, like so people know, like, oh, this is Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Oh, you graduated Alpha, Omega,
Delta, whatever.
I could see you getting the addiction of tattoos now. You're gonna end up looking like Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking like him.
You do have a tattoo vibe about you, I'll be honest. Maybe it's the purple background, I think, but I feel like you seem like someone that would have a sleeve of tattoos.
I wish I did. That's what I want to do, like a sleeve, and have it like themed or something with whatever I have going on.
Yeah, that's what I did with this arm. It's like all hobbies and like music and stuff. The stuff I love. This arm I want to do. I just don't know what I want to do yet. So.
Right.
We'll see.
We'll get there.
But yeah.
So
what else
3 games. Those are good games, and tattoos. Those are good ideas for the tats. I'm a fan of it.
Sure.
Pokemon was fantastic for myself. The Alpha, Omega, whatever. They came out with a remake for those, right? The Omega,
3DS,
Sapphire,
yes.
Or what was it?
Alpha, Sapphire, Omega, Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did replay those, and I was also happy with those.
Very good games, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also collecting those games right now too. I have 2 copies of Alpha Sapphire, which is
nice.
What was your starting Pokemon game? What was the first one you started with?
First one I played, gotta be Pokemon Yellow, I think.
Hey, me too. That was me.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
And it was a big deal because everyone was like, "Yellow's different."
Yeah, it's different. Pikachu walking with you. Yeah,
I can look at him and see if he's happy.
Yeah, that was big for me.
That was my start too.
Mine was Pokemon Blue.
First
one.
Yeah.
Nerd, blue, nerd. Team Instinct.
Pokemon Go. Yeah,
I was Team Instinct. I was too.
Yeah. I was like, Yellow's the most underrated.
That's why I chose them.
We're gonna win.
I was the red one. What was red again?
Red was
Valor.
Team Valor, yeah.
Right?
Valor.
I was Team. Yeah.
I don't know Blue though. I forget what Blue was. Was it Mystic? Valor, and Instinct. I don't know. Mystic is it? I don't know.
It's been a while since I played Pokemon.
It was a crazy year that happened. Did you guys follow the? Did you guys jump on that? The 2016 wake up one morning and then
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, that was the year I graduated high school, and then that summer, I was gonna go to that. I think that's when it came out. But I was gonna go to the college in town that following semester, and that whole summer I was living basically there because there's so many poker spots there and so many
Yeah.
people just walking around, hanging out, having a good time. It was like world peace, for a while,
Dude,
like a whole summer.
It was such a better place. Like everybody was so nice to each other.
So
In 2016, I was not Brandon. I was Pokemon Master. I was. That's all we did.
I used to like travel to Philly just to like capture Pokemon.
Oh,
yeah,
that's like an hour and a half, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hour, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, well,
that's
we were very into it. I mean, I've gone on and off. I mean, I've had many years since then where I played for like a full year and then I stopped again. But like you said, world peace was definitely achieved in 2016. Then it all went downhill.
So I have when I used to live with my parents, we had a golf cart for a while, and this is back when I was living with them. When I was playing and when I had eggs, that's how I hatched my eggs. I just rode around on the golf cart.
You put a brick on the pedal and then you let it go.
Oh my god!
No, I'm just driving around and back up and down my driveway.
Yeah, I hated people like you. I hated it.
I went to plenty of parks and stuff too, though. Like I said,
Don't backtrack.
My god. No, I used to go to parks. I used to like go to different events. I went to University of Delaware, like all that different stuff.
But to be honest, I do respect that you at least were involved. I remember some people like tying their phones to ceiling fans.
No,
and,
I ain't doing all
having
that.
them swing around to get to hatch eggs.
No, I'd be too afraid my phone would break. So no.
Yeah.
But no, the golf cart was that was an easy hack.
Yeah.
It took a long time, but it was fun. A lot of fun.
You remember when people would like spoof locations and stuff?
Yeah.
They never had to leave their house.
Right. I never did that.
I never did that either, but
No.
people were doing that.
But I did look up. I would look up like where a certain nest would be. Like I would go to Philly because I knew there was like a chest of Charmanders. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get my Charizard now.
I think the coolest part about it is that no one understood how it worked. I used to think it was like way more in depth than it was. I would we would be like, okay, well, Charmander's definitely got to be over here near like the hottest part of town. Like, no, it doesn't
Not
work.
quite.
No,
bunch of Pidgeys.
When they had that system too when it first came out, where it showed like footsteps. I don't know if you were early adopter.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, so if we just follow these footsteps, we're gonna find the best ones. we didn't.
I did that too. Yeah, I believe that as well. Like footsteps, but you gotta follow these. It might show you something good.
Yeah.
I remember we're trying to catch a Dratini in like a Best Buy one time, and it was impossible. I had to like I would try like several different stores because we'd go in one and be like, oh crap, we'd get to the back of the store and you have to leave the store, go to the other store next to it, and see if you find it. You never found it.
They just did a Pokemon Go event in New York City. I kind of wanted to go to that. Like even though I don't like really play it anymore, I would have went to that event. I should have.
New York has the Pokemon Center over there. I want to visit it, man. That place looks so cool.
They do?
They have a Pokemon Center?
Yeah. I believe they have a Pokemon Center in New York, yeah. Either it's like I think it's just a retail shop. Either it's a retail shop online or it's an actual store. I can't exactly remember, but I remember like them posting about Pokemon Center New York, and people would be selling like, limited exclusive stuff. Like I remember during I think it was last year, they were doing like a Pokemon X I think it was some artist. I think it was Da Vinci.
Oh, hot dang!
Pokemon X something. It was like some type of like artist.
Charmander and doing the Mona Lisa smile or something.
But that explains the Pokemon Go event being in New York City.
Well, they have them. They have a lot of events. Because like I said, we jump on there every now and then, trying just to see the updates. And what killed it for me is they do too much now.
Yeah.
My bad. Pokemon X Van Gogh. That's what it was. They had like Van Gogh-esque paintings in Pokemon style, which I thought was really cool.
That is cool.
All right. Well, it's settled. We're gonna go to New York City. We're gonna go check it out.
I'm so down.
Day trip to New York City.
Yeah, Ronnie says that because he's 4 hours away.
Our friend Tim used to live there. Condose, he used to live there, so we can just go when he's there.
We can crash at his family's place.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. But yeah, it was really cool. I would like to go to New York someday. I've never been.
I went once. I had an Olive Garden in Times Square.
Oh,
It's a
Wow.
big deal, and if you guys want me to send you an autograph or something, I can.
please.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I ate there, and that was all I did there. And then I went to my hotel, and then I left, like, because I had a flight leaving out of New York. It was the only reason why I went. One night only, and it was wild. Just Olive Garden.
Freaking Olive Garden.
Speaking of the East Coast, Martine, I know you've never been here, so you live on the West Coast.
Yes,
You lived in Fresno, now you live in San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? What do you like
Dang,
between the
he's
two? What do you
close
like
to
better?
doxing you.
What do you like better? Like
So everything about San Jose is like hundreds of times better than Fresno. Fresno is the Central Valley, the fucking armpit of California.
Hold on. I'm also only saying this. You say I'm doxing him. He talks about it all the time.
Oh,
No, that's fine. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah. So yeah,
I always talk about how shit my hometown is, but no, like it's literally the armpit of California. That's what I call it at least. And then it's so hot there during the summers. Like we're talking like 115 degrees plus heat all the time.
Jeez.
And what was it? The roads are shit. The environment, it's hard to breathe there. People, I think my mom never had asthma her entire life. When she moved there and had me, she got asthma. She developed it. So
Wow.
it's a bummer. Yeah, the air quality there is
man.
complete garbage. But I would say most of the people are pretty terrible. But like, I have a lot of friends and a lot of family.
Most people that live there are terrible, but
yeah, but my friends and my family are good people.
Good peeps. That's
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
There
No,
you go.
I tend
I wonder
to
if you're
like,
biased at all. Of
course not.
No. It's just there. They know that you guys are the good ones and everyone else is trash.
no, I do tend to surround myself with people that are good, and I'd say that's a fair assessment over my years.
Yeah,
And
like
that
where
includes
you're
even people
born.
from Fresno. Yeah.
Like, I surround people with who are good. That like my parents that had birth to me. And
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
But about comparing it to San Jose is like so much nicer. The roads here are nice. There's so much things to do here. Like I live like I want to say 5 minutes from Levi Stadium. Like if there's a show going on, I can hear it from my backyard.
Nice.
I think Great America's here.
Is San Jose? Isn't that considered a pretty wealthy area, from what I've heard?
The Bay Area itself is pretty wealthy.
Area?
There's like some like suburbs, like sub cities here that are like wealthier than others, but in general, the Bay Area is pretty expensive to live.
Yeah.
Like, I don't make a ton of money or anything like that. I live with like 3 other roommates, so like I just work here, right? I moved here after graduating, literally right after I graduated college. 2 days after I started working here. I don't mind saying this. I work at Intel here.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So what was it? Yeah, and so I literally right after college I graduated. 2 days after I started working here because I got the
Very
job
nice.
like I want to say a week before I graduated, and they were like, "Yeah, you can just come when you're ready." And I wanted to take a break, but I just chose to just start working.
Yeah. No, that's good for you though. It keeps you busy.
Yeah.
So rent there is, I'm assuming you have 3 roommates, so that must be pretty high rent then.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive to live here. I think our rent's like almost $5,000.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
No
Wow.
way.
Yeah, and this is just like it's not like a huge house. It's like 1,600 square feet,
It's a nice house.
and it's a
Yeah.
decently sized house, but like $5,000
No, that's
for a
crazy.
4-bedroom.
No,
Yeah.
that's insane. So just for perspective, I just moved from Austin, well, a suburb of Austin, and I had a 4-bedroom house for $2,100 a month, and that was considered extremely high.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's cheap there by any means. Like it's bad, but you just kind of put me in my place. I'm happy. I'm fine. And I didn't have any roommates that paid money. I just had roommates that didn't pay money.
The Bay Area is expensive. It is
That's
expensive
crazy.
to live here.
$5,000 for that's just insane.
I am not a fan of the rent here, but I mean, I'm getting by.
Go back to Fresno. What's the rent there? $12.
It's also going up, but yeah, it's a lot cheaper. I could save a lot of money if I go back home, but
Okay.
it's a 2.5 hour drive there. I don't think I could do that every day for work.
Oh no, it's insane.
And I work overnights too, so.
Yeah, you work the same schedule I used to work.
Yes,
like a lot of hours, so I know exactly how you feel.
Still in my brain,
tough,
Ronnie,
man.
by the way, that you work. I still in my brain that you work overnight. I don't know why. For some reason, I always think you work overnights, and I'm like, how is he streaming right now?
I think that sometimes too. I'm like, wait, is he still doing overnights? Like,
but I think it's because it's always dark when I see your room. I think it's just always dark. I'm like,
it is always dark in there, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I will have to like go in at like 2 a.m, which sucks. Like this week I am gonna have this week I do have to work at 2 a.m. So
that's a quitting thing.
No, it doesn't bother me. I'd rather go in at 2 a.m. than stay till 6:30 at night. I'd rather go in, get it done, and then having to like, no, all right, I'm getting ready to get off, and then be like, oh no, you gotta stay 4 more over. I'm like, okay, yeah,
no, screw that.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Intel, you can work overnight at Intel. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's
I work in
awesome.
as a technician, working on their
what do you
called
like the
mass
tooth fairy? You
manufacturing.
sneak in people's houses and fix their computers.
Putting a little chip there, chip here, and they're sleeping. I'm like Intel Santa.
Oh, I love that. Did anyone leave out like cookies for you, or like
they give me they leave out like what are they called? Fucking circuit boards. They leave out circuit boards.
That's awesome.
No, but I work as a mask manufacturing technician, which is kind of like I basically handle the blueprints of a processor.
Oh,
sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
They're like
cool.
these big pieces of glass that you shoot lasers into, and then it goes onto a piece of silicon wafer, and then it makes these little squares that are the chips.
That's awesome. My brain can't even understand how lasers do anything. So that's
it's a pretty cool process, but most of my stuff
hold a laser. Do you get to do
unfortunately
any laser
no.
work? You just
we work them though. We like there's like tools and we kind of like turn them on and make them do shit. So
very cool.
No, yeah,
man.
it's a pretty interesting job.
Yeah. It's when I went and visited you in San Jose though, that was a great time. Are you gonna invite us over again sometime?
I really want to do another party, man. I really want to do another one, but not necessarily just for my birthday, just to have fun.
Just have fun, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
That was a really good time.
I feel like we all need to have like just random parties and invite everybody.
It was so cool because it felt like what do they call it? You ever seen like Jimmy Neutron back in the day and Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
It was like that mashup episode, like that's how it felt like my streamer friends meet my IRL friends. It was so cool.
Timmy went 3D.
Yeah. It felt so like
it was all sorts of a ruckus, and he still looked out of place.
It was like a multiverse episode. It was so cool. But no, it was a really good time, and I'm really glad you came out, Ronnie. That was really cool. From all the way in Delaware, like just for a weekend, just for a party, like that's huge.
Was that where you had the infamous? Is that where you had the infamous layover in Dallas?
Yes.
That was, yes.
Oh.
9 hours in the Dallas airport, all for Martine.
I'm so sorry.
No, dude. It was no issue at all, dude. I just walked the entire airport. I get to say I've been to Texas now because of that. So
yeah,
exactly.
We established he's allowed to say that.
Yeah.
We've established if it's more than a few hours, you could say it.
I do want to visit Texas though, like for real, because I did feel bad when I couldn't go to Tim's birthday. I really wanted to go to that.
It was a lot of fun. It was so hot there, though. Oh my god.
So was that meetup for you guys? Was that the first time you guys had met, the birthday party, or was it real life before that?
We met at Anime Expo. Our first time was at Anime Expo and IRL, yeah.
Yeah,
I always find that
Los
fascinating. I find it fascinating because you guys knew each other online and then you met each other, So was it awkward at first, or did you feel like you just jumped?
No, it felt like
right away, or
I wish I did. No, it felt like. Go ahead, Ronnie.
That was your first time meeting a lot of people.
Yes, that was my first time meeting everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
At first, it felt really overwhelming. Like it hit me all at once, like right as I entered through that door, and I was like, "Oh my god, they're all here." I don't know any of these people. Like some of them I'd never seen their faces before,
Mhm.
and then obviously there was like you, Tim, and Decky. I've seen them before,
Yeah.
but never met in person, and I was like, "Oh my god." For like just like a half a second, this is insane.
Yeah.
And then Ari came up to me and gave me a hug, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you're so short." And I just kind of woke up. I went back into reality, like, oh, "Okay, these are my friends." You know, like I know these guys. But it was really cool. It was fascinating.
Great
Would you
time.
say that your
Thanks, Andrew.
online friends have kind of replaced that need for real social friends, like real people in your life?
No, because
Not that they're not real people. It's just
right,
that-
right.
Yeah.
I'd say no because there's a different feeling with hanging out with people in person than it is online. Like I feel there's a more personable feeling you get when you're around people rather than just like not in the vicinity, you know, compared to like just
Mhm.
you know through a computer screen or like a headset or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause meeting you guys is like it felt like when I first met you. It felt like you guys were all a package deal. It felt like you guys were. Maybe it's because you all have like every one of you have like dark hair. You all seem like there is some like ethnicity thing going on. I don't know what it is, but you guys all have this thing about you that seemed like you're either related or that other than Dana or yeah, I don't think he had Dana Kuhn. I don't think he looked familiar, but you guys all seemed like you knew each other in real life, and that's what I thought at first, like before you guys even were streaming.
I see. Nah, we were just I don't know. We all just clicked very well, and you know you don't see that all the time. You know,
No, not at all.
most people will like branch away or do their own thing, and you know disconnect with people. But I feel like we've created a really good group, and you know I believe that we're gonna have very long lasting friendships,
Oh,
especially since
absolutely.
we've all met each other already. Like it just you know kind of solidified that bond. You know.
Absolutely. You said you may or may not go to TwitchCon this year. What's your plans?
So, TwitchCon is kind of up in the air. Like, I want to go to the event, and I was looking into like how much it's gonna cost me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some things I need to pay off still. Like, I gotta fix my car up soon. That's gonna be a pretty penny.
Yeah.
And then I have a wedding to go to. Like, I want to say a week or two after TwitchCon,
Oh wow.
and I have to take off time for work for that.
You know what's funny is I have a wedding coming up after TwitchCon too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. My sister's getting.
ours is the first weekend of October.
Either of you guys
well,
got plus ones, or
married.
I don't have a wedding to go to.
My sister's is in November, but it's still pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Ours
fun.
is like right after
Oh,
TwitchCon.
wow.
Basically.
When's TwitchCon again? I know you probably say this every week, right?
September 19th.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and then it goes till the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I'm thinking. Well, that's like so. I work 3 days 1 week, 4 days the other. So it's like I get every other Saturday off,
Yeah.
and it falls on a long week. So I'll be if I'm gonna be there, it'll be probably like the latest Sunday, and that's basically only gonna have like 1 day to hang out with you guys, which is kind of lame. But
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what you did. That's what you did the last time, right?
not because I wanted to,
Yeah. No.
but because
But
you
yeah,
know what
so-
happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember what happened. I don't mind talking about
I do.
that.
Yeah,
That's
go
more-
for it.
there's
If you
more
want to talk
here.
about it. If you want to talk about it.
Yeah. So the last time I went to TwitchCon, that was 2022.
Yeah. 2022.
I
That was the last time it was in San Diego. That was the last time it was San Diego because last year it was in Vegas. So that means the
Yeah.
year before. Yeah, it was 2022. I was actually not gonna go, but then I was convinced like last minute. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just like crash at somebody's place, and because you know I asked some people around like, yeah, you can hang out at our Airbnb. I was like, all right, cool. And I show up. I think I show up to Humble's place, and we catch up, meet up with everybody else, talk. And that night we went to the Gas Lamp District, which is like the main area, like right next to the convention center. It's like in walking distance, basically.
Right.
know
And
this
that's where all the
place,
nightlife. Yeah, this is where all the nightlife is at. So this is where we meet up with everybody. I think we meet up with Decky, Ham, Tim, Pandas, and I. We were all like inside the club. It was initially just me, Tim, and Pandas, and I think Tim's friend Jose. who also tagged along. We were all inside the club just hanging out, and we were just standing around. And I'm like, this is boring. Let's get some drinks in us. So we started drinking, and I was like, all right, let's start dancing. So we go to the back. It's like a Hispanic club where like a bunch of Hispanic music is playing, and we go to the back because that's where like the better music is. And so I go to the back and I start bringing out the boys. I'm like, guys, let's just start dancing. Let's just jump around. Like, who cares? Like, let's just have some fun.
Yeah.
And then Ham and Saturday came through and they started dancing with us. But Saturday was like kind of scared to dance. So I was like, bro, just get over here. And then we all started dancing together. That was the first time I met that guy too, Saturday. And then, more people started coming by. I started drinking more. I started becoming more bold and like asking other people to dance with us, or I just dance with them.
The irony, considering your name, but keep going. The absolute irony. That's all I can think about.
and then we just keep dancing, having a good time. And then and at one point I was like with my guys, and then there was like another group with like a couple girls and a couple guys, and then I in Mexican culture, it's like this really big thing where like you just kind of like clap to the beat and say hey, 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 and then get in a circle. And so I grabbed my guys, I grabbed that group, and like start clapping, making a circle, and then people would dance in the middle, like just do their own thing. And so I do that, but you can also like tag the next person in or tag them and dance with you. And I was gonna tag this girl to come dance with me, but she as I pull her in, she hits with her knee, hits my right knee and dislocates it.
Oh my god.
And so I go down on my ass, and she's coming down with me, right? And so I'm like in pain because of my knee. She's on the ground, and everybody's like, "Oh shit! Oh crap!" And I'm okay. So for reference, my knee has dislocated before in the past. This is like maybe the 4th or 5th time, and drunk me is like, "Oh, I know what I need to do." And so this is like my kneecap normally, right? It was like this. And so I go ahead and grab it, shove it back into place, get up and keep dancing.
What are you, Bear Grylls? What are you doing? No.
In the moment. Go ahead.
Did it work?
I showed up.
Oh, it worked.
I showed up. I'm like, where's Martine at? Oh, they're like, oh, he's chilling in VIP. I was like, how you in VIP? Like, what?
And then shortly after, I started feeling the pain. And so I go to VIP, and I'm like, I need to sit down. And then Humble's like trying to like take care of me. He's like, Martine, are you okay? Like, do you need to go to the hospital? Blah, blah, blah.
I love Humble.
I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, I'm gonna go get security. I'm like, okay, because I'm just drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
And then as he's
assaulting that girl,
as he goes and gets security to go check like if I need an ice pack or something, Tim is like way more drunk than I am. Comes over here.
He was so bad.
I can barely understand a word that's coming out of his mouth. And then I can make the words like, what are you doing? And I'm like, my knee hurts. He's like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, you're right, it doesn't. And then I get back up and I start dancing with him.
Oh my god.
Wow.
By the end of the night, my knee was like it was like the Grinch. You know how like his heart grew like 3 sizes? My knee would be like 3 sizes.
Oh my god.
And by the next morning I couldn't walk and I had to go home.
So you and the girl never danced?
No, never did, unfortunately.
Man, that was called a meet cute. You guys should have kids right now. That would have been perfect.
Maybe I'll see her again.
The night I dislocated your dad's knee. That would have been beautiful. How
I should have got her number after. I don't even know where she went afterwards.
She probably went to the hospital for real. She claimed assault. This guy
no charges against me.
This guy who claims he can't dance just kneed me in my knee.
She need me.
True.
But,
I'm glad you had a good time, man.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was so much fun.
Speaking of Humble, dude, I loved Humble. that whole weekend. He acted like my security the entire weekend. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I don't know why. He just kept calling me his client to everybody.
I think he was just trying to get you into places, get you into like VIP secret places. Like, excuse me, this is my client. Like, please don't talk to him.
He did great though. It worked.
Yeah, because you got into certain places, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
all.
he's a very serious looking dude, but he's also very jokey. He's a
Heart of
good guy.
gold. Heart of gold.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, love humble. All right, but dude, we got to get into it. You have a podcast.
Mhm.
Tell us to start. We know you love doing podcasts. We know it's always been a thing for you. Go for it.
So
we
I
tried
want
to
to add on to that.
hold on. We tried to ask Decky, but he said ask you everything. So go for it.
okay.
Yeah. There's a few things to add on to that. One, you need to upload all those videos of the past ones. I'm not trying to be, I wanted to see a catalog, and it was
Right,
not
right.
there. And two, just to add on to the question, what are your plans for streaming in the future and with podcasting and all that? Are you, just kind of do like a nice little presentation of it? We'll watch.
Okay. So I'll start with I did listen to your guys' episode with Decky, and ever since then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start uploading the podcasts because
Flemmy,
I've
you inspired
recorded
him.
every single one. I just never uploaded.
You should.
And I felt really bad.
Yeah, I wanted to watch them. I'd be honest.
I felt really
Especially-
bad because you wanted to watch them. I was like, oh man, people,
Yeah.
you're probably not the only one. Like people want to like listen back and watch
Well,
the
be
old stuff,
careful
or
for
watch it if they
Ronnie.
missed it.
Ronnie's here recording your episodes, and he's going to upload them on his channel.
It was.
So, I'd be careful with that guy. He's fishing his way in.
Hey, Martin, if you ever want help, just let me know. Give me the login. I'm not doing
Might
anything.
I suggest, and it's something just considering how loose your guys' format is, it's something I even talked to him. Just if you stream it on YouTube, it's automatically uploaded.
Yeah, that's a good.
something
That's a
you
good.
could- yeah.
That's a good call. The thing is when we tried multi-streaming, it was not a free service.
Oh
But let me ask you this: was it on Streamlabs?
No,
try-
it was called like Streamio or Multi-Stream or something
Okay,
like that.
Yeah,
I know-
Becky did mention that it costs.
I
know.
know you're not a Streamlabs fan, but they do that. You can multi-stream with
Interesting.
Streamlabs. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta look into it because if I can find like a cheaper version, because I used Restream, that's what it's called.
Okay,
Um,
I've heard of Restream. Yes.
Yeah, we used Restream for a bit, and I just didn't feel like paying $20 was worth it. Like
No.
Yeah. No,
every
it's not-
month,
Yeah.
especially when we're not making any income from it. It's just for fun, and so we did
And
it for a little bit because of Kick, right? Because Kick was
Yeah.
pretty popular at the time.
That's when it first
And,
came around.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we just let go of it because it wasn't
Yes.
really that important to us at the time.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I started uploading. So if you look at What Do You Mean by That podcast on YouTube or go to our links and stuff, it'll be there. Everything's there, labeled and numbered. I just need to go into the descriptions and actually write the actual date of each episode, so people know.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the content's
That's a
there. You
lot
can
of
listen
work.
to it
I
now.
know that. That actually
It is a lot of work.
Surprisingly,
It really
I know
is.
what you mean. I know how
Yeah.
hard that would be.
Yeah, and I used to the first 6 episodes are there, but I used to go into actual editing mode and go in and crop stuff or lower volumes if we need to. But
Yeah.
now Tim was just like, dude, just upload them. I don't care. It doesn't matter. People just want to listen. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I'll do that. And so I've just been straight uploading, even if there's mistakes. For example, sometimes I would have my mic muted, but I'm even uploading those. It doesn't matter.
Ronnie leaves
just
in all
going
the
with
little blippy sounds whenever he goes in and out of Discord. So,
Oh my god.
so it's fine.
But yeah, they're up now. So if you guys want to listen to them, there's a lot of good content because I've been listening to them myself, and honestly, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of stupid shit we say.
Dude,
But
I
it's
I tune in
a lot
every
of
week.
fun.
I tune in every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I tuned in for
Um,
sure. I watched the VOD, but
Mhm.
I have long commutes to work, and it's something I'm totally going to be trying to catch up on. I need to get. It would have been a lot better for my deep dive into your history if I had known if I'd been able to see some of this, but
No, yeah, but hey, in the future, maybe you can have all 3 of us on
yeah.
because we do plan on having both of you guys on in the future.
Yeah, we definitely need to do some collabs.
Together,
collab podcasts, yeah.
It'd be interesting. I think it'd be a good time. But anyway, your question. Going back to your question. So from the beginning, I used to actually host another podcast with me and my friend Kami Maybe. I'll go into detail. It was honestly a pretty fun time. I had a really good
Mhm.
time. There was some intricacies that are pretty similar to this podcast where some of us it is very loose. It's very loosely formatted like Flem said. We kind of winged it, but we had this general theme of just wanting to discuss just discuss just random stuff with each
Yeah.
other, and then if we had a guest, we go into whatever they want to talk about. It'd be solely like on them. But as time passed, I'm not exactly sure why. I tried asking him, but I never got a straight answer. But he just didn't want to do it anymore, and it kind of bummed me out because I really liked doing podcasting and stuff. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was a good
And
show.
what was that?
It was a good show whenever I would tune in.
Yeah. It was good. It was a fun time. It was just unfortunate because he just didn't want to do it anymore, and I don't know why. He never gave me a straight answer.
I'm gonna send him negative messages. But go ahead.
He's honestly one of the nicest, most sweetest people
Yeah.
I've ever met in my entire life. He's like
Absolutely.
a
I think I've met
kind
him.
soul.
I think I've
Yeah,
met him
he's
on,
such a good
some
guy.
games.
Yeah.
He's
Like I can say he's like one of my closest friends.
For sure.
But he just never gave me a straight answer for that, and I kind of just like was like, you know what, I don't need to know. Like I don't really need closure for this. It happened. It is what it is. If he doesn't want to tell me, it's fine. Maybe he has a reason. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it was something I did. Maybe it was just something he felt like he just didn't want to do anymore. I don't know why, but that's him, and I'm not gonna push it any further. I'm not gonna question him anymore because I respect him as a person. I respect like what he feels and whatever his views are.
Of course.
So I just stopped pushing that. But over time, I kind of like had that itch. I wanted to like talk, just random stuff every week, get back into it exactly. And so he was such a perfect co-host. Like nothing wrong with my co-host. Like I love those guys.
Dang,
this
is so much
But like he was
so
so
much drama.
he was just so easy to talk to, and he had ideas on the spot every single time. Like, do you remember, Ronnie, the what animal could you fight?
Yeah, that was an ongoing topic for a while after that.
That whole
Yeah.
meme was because of that podcast. Like we had this like ongoing joke where like I could fight an eagle. Like the predatory animal that I could beat was an eagle, and everybody was like, "No, you can't." And I was like, "Yeah, I can." And it just became like this whole like argument between me and everybody else, like saying that I definitely can't fight an eagle, and I'm saying I can. And it just became like a big joke. And like it became so heated that Dana was like screaming at me. He was like, "Martin, you cannot fight an eagle.
Oh
You would
my God.
lose. And, like, you will die." I'm like, I'll lose an arm, but I'll still win. Like
You'll find
it
a
was
way.
just go ahead.
I was just saying you'll find a way.
Oh yeah, I'll find a way. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if you do beat an eagle, I'm going to call 911 because they're endangered. I'll tell you that much. So you might need to loosen up your hard stance here.
But it is an ongoing joke, and I remember not too long ago, I saw this this tweet where there was like this really giant eagle where like it looked like it had muscles. Like I was like, oh my God, this thing is terrifying.
And you got in your car and he said, "I'm on my way."
No, I tweeted saying, okay, maybe not every eagle.
You backed out.
Or no, I said maybe not this one. I think I wrote, which was really funny to me. But only people who knew.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
no, yeah. But no, I wanted to get back into podcasting, and so I asked those. I was like thinking like, okay, Decky is a very soft-spoken, really kind individual that has a lot of opinions, and he's also into gaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's he's very knowledgeable in gaming,
Mhm.
and so is Tim. Tim is the more rambunctious guy, but like he's but that's you need that.
Yeah, for sure.
You need that in like in entertainment, and I feel like he's like one of the most entertaining people I've also ever met.
Yeah.
I'd say he's like one of the top 5 for sure. And so I was like, okay, if I can get these guys to get on board with me to do this podcast, I think it would be good. And yeah, they were like, yeah, let's do it. We should start as soon as possible. And it took us a while to figure out what to name it because we were throwing a bunch of different ideas. And I think what do you mean by that kind of just stuck because Tim was saying it a lot.
I know.
And it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're like, you know what? Yeah, that'll work because we all kind of just like say, what do you mean by that? Whenever we say something like sus or weird or odd, and so yeah,
with or without the underscore,
without preferably, but we'll see what happens in the future. We can change it, but no, yeah, and ever since it's been fun. we've done it for over a year now. We don't have that many episodes because sometimes we'd skip or something would go on.
Well, you're in your 40s,
but no, yeah,
right? There's 46,
we're in the 40s, yeah,
47, I think.
something like that, yeah,
something like that. That's a lot. That's a lot of
yeah.
commitment and a lot of time. So
But
kudos
no,
to all of you for
it's
being
been good, and I'm
dedicated.
glad we've done it for that long too, because like not a lot of people can, they just kind of just do it for fun, and we're like, it's not for us anymore. But no, we're sticking to it, and we're hoping to see some
down the
growth.
road. Just being able to look back
awesome.
and just remembering the friendship that's cool in itself. So
yeah, I agree. And that's why I'm uploading all the, now seeing like me uploading all these videos, I'm like, wow, we had some really interesting conversations.
You're about to have
Really,
a lot
some
of
really
hard
stupid
drive
ones
space.
too, but
yeah, you're about
it's
to
been
have
taking a while. I think like every video is like 8-9 gigs, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh my god,
you have 40 episode back. That's crazy. That's
yeah,
a lot.
it's a
I'm
lot.
not a mather, but I know it's a number that's high.
yeah. But no, it's been a fun ride, and I hope we continue.
And
to
your
do so.
plans moving forward with streaming, and you mentioned maybe you're on a hiatus right now, kind of back and forth.
Yeah. So with our plans for like the podcast specifically, we want to continue. Now we want to be more on top of YouTube and uploading every week. Maybe do some get some clips of each one and do like a short here and there, maybe once or twice a week. And then with my personal streaming account, I kind of want to get into my repairs again. I want to start streaming that stuff again, and then maybe incorporate it somehow with the boys and the podcast, because maybe we can do like a trip to where we go together somewhere, whether it be
Go build a
like a
laptop at Dell.
convention.
yeah,
Like or like some like convention, like a retro gaming. There's some. Actually, I think there's one in Texas, and it's pretty close to Tim, I think. And I know there's one in Portland every year in like September, October, which is around the same time as like TwitchCon. So I have to choose one if I'm going to do it.
Oh man.
But
yeah,
no, there's
plenty
plenty.
that.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not. I gotta pick one or the other, But no, it'd be fun to like incorporate, our personal hobbies and like trying to do stuff together, and do trips for the podcast. I think it'd be interesting, because we did do an in-person podcast once, but we lost the footage, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, fake
okay.
moon landing.
Hold
You
on.
guys lying conspiracy. Yeah, I don't think you did one. I don't think you did it. I'll be honest.
We did.
I got his back. I watched it live.
Oh, you did watch it?
Lost
watched it
the
live.
footage. I don't know.
We lost the footage. It's on.
How much are you paying Ronnie? How much you paying him to lie?
I'll PayPal you later, Ronnie.
Bet.
No, but unfortunately, we did miss a couple episodes because I think I just didn't. For that one, it was very impromptu, and we didn't have like recording settings set up for Tim's computer, because we were at his place. And oh my god, it was so hot out there. Like I was sweating just sitting there.
But remembering them Fresno days, huh?
Yeah, well, even Fresno is just dry heat. Over there is just humid and wet. It's so gross. I could chew the air outside. But
oh my god.
No, we're missing a couple, but hopefully that won't happen anymore. Like, we won't miss anymore.
Well,
we'll
luckily there's
everything.
no footage or anything, so
yeah, luckily
lie.
You just have to take my word. Yeah, just have to take my word.
It's not like you're gonna upload them 36, 40.
Where's this gap here? No, but no, yeah, those are my plans for the future. I want to get back to the streaming. I just got to create a schedule and be on top of it.
Absolutely.
I think we all struggle with that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there, I believe.
So going back to your podcast though, do you have like any type of like podcast that inspired you? Like I know you listened to the Dropouts. Like,
I was a big fan of Dropouts.
I know you met them too.
They inspired this current one, yeah. Okay. Before it was more just kind of like up in the air, like Kami. I actually didn't listen to podcasts before that. Kami listened to a lot of them. He's like, we should start a podcast. I'm like, okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then I got really hooked into it. So I really liked the idea. And so I started listening to other podcasts. I listened to Dropouts, and I listened to Bad Friends. That's the one with Bobby Lee and
I'm very familiar.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of them. My TikTok.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them. So I would like our podcast to be a little bit more funny, which it is funny, right?
It is,
but I was thinking like more like bitty witty against each other. But
I think it's hard to. It's so far. I think that it's harder to do like on a Discord format, but I think I think it can happen
for sure.
Yeah, it's harder to do it like online. If it was in person, it'd be a lot easier because
Yeah, get
the
purple
physicality.
knuckles and
Get your IRL backpack and be good to go.
I know, right? I always wanted one of those, but
I don't even know how you
kind of
would get
expensive.
one. Yeah, how do you even get them? I mean,
I
I'm sure
don't
you could
even
just get
know,
them
to be
online,
honest.
but I
Yeah.
see people get them, but I don't know
Marked
how
up
they get
for
them.
like $2,000. Screw
Yeah.
that! I'd rather make my own. Put a fucking Raspberry Pi in my backpack and use that or something.
Imagine getting an IRL backpack just to be told you can't stream there. like,
Bummer.
I don't know how people
Oh.
get away with it, but they do.
Yeah. Some people record in bathrooms. I mean,
I mean, one guy.
yeah, one guy
yeah.
has his doctorate, I think, in something.
Yeah, he's really
PhD
well known. Nice
in
guy.
disrespecting, I think.
Dude, Twitter has been so crazy this last month. It's just like one
been a
thing after the
mess.
other. Like
It's been a mess, dude. I can't keep up. Like honestly, like I just cannot. Almost can't. I'm not necessarily like not care, but like I kind of have to care for the sake of the podcast to keep things interesting, like
Yeah.
like updated.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, like it's a lot, man. There's a lot of bad and a lot of unfortunate things happening on Twitter, calling people out. Things resurfacing and stuff. It's just
leaking
like people are getting out to get
Discords
each
but,
other.
but it's
right.
like, is it unfortunate, or is this just the path that was always going to happen? I think it's a big reminder that if you say anything, at any point in time, like people need to start deleting. like, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you had some hot takes on your Twitter, I saw. So I'm glad that I'm not going to go in depth, but
I think we all have hot takes on Twitter though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but for those who deserve it, and
Absolutely.
that's all that matters, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice sentiment and a good send off here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well.
agree.
now, Martin, I know you do. Are you gonna stream? I know you're gonna.
I don't know if I'm gonna stream or not, but I'll decide whether I want to or not. Cause like, I don't know. I don't want to get mad on camera because I'll probably get mad tonight playing with those guys.
What are you guys
But
playing? What is it?
Chained Together.
Oh, the Chained Together.
Are you drinking again or?
That's what Tim asked me, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, it's up to you. I don't want to drink.
Is Ari drinking?
Ari's drinking?
Yeah.
I don't want to get a headache, dude.
I think he said
No,
is
I'm saying
Ari
is Ari drinking?
Oh, is? Oh, I have no idea. She didn't say either.
Dude, just say you are, and I mean, if
Just
you're not streaming,
pretend.
if you're not
See,
streaming,
last time we were drinking, she was like, "Okay, we're all gonna drink," and then nobody was drinking that much. They were just like sipping here and there. And then I think we fell somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, we can make this jump," and then everybody else was like, "No, we can't." I'm like, "Yes, we can." And then, all right, Martine, if we make this jump, or if we don't make this jump, we're getting off for the night. And I'm like, all right, but if we do make this jump, you guys have to take a shot. And I heard yes, right? I heard yes. And then we make the jump, and I'm like, all right, guys, pay up. And nobody took their shot. Nobody took their shot.
Oh no! So
Nobody took their shot.
So
now I'm bummed out.
Bring it up tonight. I'd be so.
I'm gonna bring it up, but no, yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll drink tonight, maybe not. But
Cool.
you were saying, Ronnie?
I'm definitely gonna tune in if you do. But tell people your socials, where they can find you, wherever you want to talk about your podcast, promote it, go for it.
Let's see. You guys can follow me on Twitch if you guys want to, Twitter, and Instagram at Martincantdance. Everything's the same on Twitter, Twitch, and
Careful
Instagram.
on TikTok. Careful on the TikTok.
Careful on TikTok. TikTok, there's an underscore at the end,
Yeah.
So, because
the wrong guy.
Some guy has my account, but you guys can follow me there. Make sure to follow my podcast. What do you mean by that podcast? I think that the one on Twitch is what do you mean by that underscore, and then YouTube is what WDYMBT podcast, and you guys can find all our VODs there. Anything else? No, I think that's it.
All right, well, Martine, we appreciate you being here, man. It was a pleasure having you. We can't wait to have you on again. Maybe we'll hop on your podcast. We'll do some collabs. Any advice for anybody out there trying to do streaming or podcasting or anything like that?
Just start. Just do it, because the sooner you start, the sooner you can get through the hard times, and then as soon as you get past that, you can keep riding that high.
I love that. I love that.
Very
that.
Good,
Well,
very good advice there.
Indeed. Well, this was episode 3, and we'll see you guys for episode 4. This is DJDubC, this is Flemoxicillin, this is Martincantdance, and we'll see you guys.